Alright, let me go over these pages for this recipes website that I've got going on. Um, I already showed you how to make an icon for a folder in the previous video, and these are all the things that are in that folder. We've got a cover HTML page that opens automatically in the iframe when you open the home.html, which is basically the home base for the entire system. We've got a folder called Chapter 1, and in that Chapter 1 folder, we've got quite a few things going on. We've got bacon.html and baconvideo.html. The bacon.html is going to have the variety of multimedia elements in it, and it's going to have an iframe at the very end that's going to open up this Bacon video page. And in this Bacon video page, we're using HTML5 video tag with three different file types to show the same file, video file. Three different file types because different browsers use different file types. And you got the same thing for beverage and beverage video, eggs and eggs video, toast and toast video. The only differences between the bacon, beverage, eggs, and toast are basically the audio files are indicating something about the particular food that the page is about, and the video. They're just props. They're just like placeholders for something totally different that you could make out of this. We got two image files, JPEG files here. A breakfast, which is going to show the same plate of breakfast for bacon, eggs, and toast. And then we've got a juice image that is going to be used for the beverage page. Then down here you've got a bunch of MP3s. I've got a list of links that when you click on a link, it opens up a specific audio file, which we're using MP3 here. It will open a specific audio file in an iframe. So you've got three bacon MP3s, you've got three egg MP3s, and three toast MP3s. And we got to the beverage page. I used coffee, tea, and orange juice MP3s instead of just naming it beverage 1, beverage 2, and beverage 3. It would have worked fine either way. As long as whatever I name my MP3, I have to correctly and perfectly identify that in the code of the page. It has to have the correct spelling and the correct capitalization or lack of capitalization in order to correctly follow that path. These AVI files were my original files created by a screen recorder. And in order for me to play the AVI files in the HTML5 video element tag, I had to convert the AVIs to MP4s, OGGs or OGV, and WebMs. So these three single videos turned into this many files just so that I could use the HTML5 tag for video. And then the last thing I've got going on here, eggs.asf, and to be completely honest with you, I have really no idea what this is for, to the extent that I'm going to delete it. Likely I was fiddling with the video converter and wanted to just see what that file did. That's the only thing I can figure that is why that's in there. If we go over the eggs file, the code is going to be identical in the bacon, beverage, and toast, with the exception of what images or what audio file or what video it's going to be portraying. So I'm going to open that in Notepad real quick and quickly gloss over the file itself. Let me line up my page here to match the screen. Okay, I think this is good enough. Beginning HTML, beginning head, beginning style. I style the body, I style the field set, I style a legend. All of this styles the legend. and I style an ID called IDA, and I wound up using that IDA for I believe I used that for an iframe, which I'll see in a second. After the end of the style, it's the end of the head. Then we got the body. In the body, we've got a field set and a legend that says, here's an image file with a one-line paragraph. This is how you create an image. This is the tag. Image source equals breakfast.jpg, alt equals eggs. Again, the alt is going to let me have the word eggs appear if anything happens to the breakfast.jpg image. The title equals eggs will give us a tooltip if the browser respects the title keyword. If it doesn't, then it won't have that pop up. The style equals, this is just allowing us to set the image to a width of 304 pixels and a height of 228 pixels right in the image tag itself. The p tags right here just gives us a little place to fill a paragraph in if we want to put some text underneath the image file, and that's the end of the first field set. Then we have a second field set with a legend. Let me see, I really want to word wrap this. There we go, that's better. The second field set, the legend says, here are 3 links to an iframe for different audio snippets, end legend, and we start off with an ordered list, and here's the end of the ordered list tag. The LI beginning tag and LI end tag, that's the first list, and in the list tag, we have a link. And this is the beginning of the link tag right there. A href equals eggs1.mp3. That's one of our audio files. Target equals A. We're going to give an iframe a name of A. So target equals A is going to land that MP3 file in that iframe. And the title equals click here to hear an eggs audio snippet. That's only going to be a tooltip that pops up for certain browsers. All browsers don't use tooltips. And then this is the ending of the link and the ending of the LI, and what goes in between the beginning link and ending link tag is the actual text you're going to click on. That's done 3 times total for an eggs2 audio and an eggs3 audio. There's the end of the OL tag, and here's that iframe that audio is going to actually open up in. And to do the iframe again, we have iframe ID equals A, name equals A, source equals nothing, which means initially when this page opens, it's not going to have anything in it. Scrolling equals auto, frame border equals 1, height equals 60, width equals 100%. And that's the end of that second field set for that particular page. Then we have another field set, a third field set with a legend that says here are 3 buttons that have their very own script. So we're going to have 3 buttons, 3 scripts, and very own script which opens or pauses, which I should have said which plays or pauses one audio snippet, because that just defines it better. That plays or pauses one audio snippet. No iframe is needed, but you also will not get any controls for the audio. Okay, so that's the end of that field sets legend, and this is how you do that. This is the audio tag. Audio equals ID equals my audio 1, source src equals eggs1.mp3, type equals audio / mp4. And then there's an error message in case you are in a browser that doesn't identify with HTML5 audio elements, which Internet Explorer does not, and it will say your user agent does not support the HTML5 audio element. There's the end of the audio tag, and the button that goes along with that audio tag is right here, button, type button, on click equals odd play pause 1, and the text on the button says play pause 1. This on click event for this button is going to open up an event or a method, odd play pause 1, and that's going to be further down when we get into the scripts. We do the exact same thing for the second audio here, and it's got a button, and the exact same thing for this third audio tag, and it's got its own button. And here are the scripts, and this is the script that went to that first one. Function odd play pause 1, var my audio 1 equals document.getElement by ID, and this myAudio1 in double quotes is referring to, let's go to this first one, this audio ID equals myAudio1. It's referring to that name right there. And we've got an if-else statement that says if myAudio1 dot paused, it's saying that if that audio is already not playing, if it's already paused, if that's true, then what's going to happen when you click it is you're going to play it. And then if it's not true, if it's not paused and it's already playing, then you have this else that is going to command that myaudio.1.pause. So if it's playing, when you click the button, it's going to pause it. If it's not playing, then when you click the button, it's going to play it. So that is a toggle. That's the end of the script. And these other two scripts are identically the same, only they're identified by a different name for the method, and they are creating a different variable that's going to hold that, and they are going to be associated with the audio tag with this specific identification. Okay, and there's the third one. I don't need to say that over again. And there's the end of that field set. Here's another field set with a legend that just plainly says video. And we have an iframe in that field set, and it says iframe ID of 9. We didn't do anything to stylize that, but we gave it an ID just in case we want to in the future. Name equals frame 9. Source equals eggsvideo.html. Height equals 400, width equals 100%, end field set. Okay, so what that's going to do is it's going to pull in eggsvideo.html. And then I'll show you the eggsvideo.html next. This last piece down here, I created, I think this is a 5th field set in Legend, and it says audio HTML5. I was looking up different code, and I thought this was going to be so much different than the one that I had above, but it really wasn't. So this I really don't need to go over because it's basically a repeat of the links that open up in an iframe that I did already. But anyhow, the video legend, or the video part, is going to have a source of eggsvideo.html. Let me show you that right now. Right click it, edit with notepad. Okay, here's the video page. Here's the HTML tag, the head tag, the style, very short style. We're only styling the body with a 0 margin and 0 padding. And here's the body, and the only thing you got in there is this video controls. And this is how you do it. Video, the word controls, because we do want to see the controls, and we've got 3 sources in here. Source src equals eggs.webm, type video/webm. Source src eggs.mp4, type video/mp4, and source src eggs.og, type video/og. And of course, we have to consider the browsers that are not respecting the HTML5 video tag, so we have to have this possible error message. I'm sorry, your browser doesn't support HTML5 video and WebM with VP8 or MP4 with H.264. I did not get to the Flash player embedding, but this is a notation that I can look up and put in here in the future. There's the end of the video tag, end of the body, end of the HTML. Very simple. All of these things are repeated over and over with these other bacon video, beverage video, eggs video, toast video, as I already said. So I don't think I left anything out. I will run it really quick just to show you again how this works, except I don't think this is going to really fit well in this little screen that I've got. This recording screen that I made is pretty small. Let's see if I can fit it. I'll just try to squeeze it in. Okay, this is the cover page. This is that little icon thing that I created. Eggs. There's our eggs image. Oh, actually our breakfast image. Here's the links.
I only want 1 egg. I'll have 2 eggs, please. I'm hungry enough for 3 eggs.
Okay. And here are our buttons that have scripts.
I only want one egg. Thank you.
See how it pauses
I'll
and
have two
plays? It pauses and plays.
eggs, please. I'm hungry enough for three eggs.
Okay, and then the video.
Yummy eggs.
And that's it. And I'm not really going to go through all of these because it doesn't make sense to make this video any longer than it needs to be. That's basically it in a nutshell. The only other things that I could do would be to change my styles from page to page, keep all the same elements, but just make them sit differently. And so that when I open this up, you'll see how changing your CSS changes an entire look of a page. Right here, all we have here are field sets that go from top to bottom, but I can totally manipulate this so that they go from left to right. I could have two on the top and two on the bottom. I could change the colors of the legends and the thickness, if it's rounded or not, move it to different, I could make it look a little bit different. I could add different real videos instead of these little mock videos that I did and make it more interesting. But that's basically it in a nutshell. The next batch of videos I do will be something completely different than this.